percussionist, obviously. I play drums, right? And I've been playing drums about 20 years now. While I was living in Denver, Colorado, it was about the time when techno, you guys remember, right? Completely skyrocketed in popularity. So a lot of these clubs in Denver were hiring percussionists such as myself to come in and set up all their drums and play along with the DJ. And it was fun, it was cool, it was different. I was very fortunate to land the gig, so to speak, to become the house percussionist. And this is when I really had to start doing some soul searching. It's like, do I want to become a specialty act around something that's an imitation of another specialty act? The idea of being an original, the only person in town who could possibly have something like this to perform and put out there. So that was an incentive for me. You hear this term, we've all heard this term before, right? Research and development. So what does that typically mean in a company? They're experimenting, they're trying new things, they're trying new ideas. So that's part of what I had to go through. I've rebuilt this thing probably 20 times. I want to talk about the AquaDrums and really what it's comprised of. There's an electronic system in here, obviously there's water, and then there's the actual drums. The whole setup is driven off of an automotive battery, a 12-volt battery. There are 3 lighting systems. There's a strobe light, there's what's called a channel chaser, which has an internal microphone that's sensitive to vibration. Now, the second system is the water system, right? These little tubes go in here, feed off the bottom. It's very important that it go all the way to the bottom. And then it comes up and basically branches out. There are 2 pumps, 2 water pumps, and they are windshield wiper motor pumps. But if I distribute the water from both pumps to both drums, if one of my pumps burns out, then I've still got water. This hardware, all this stuff comes apart and it all packs up into 2 bags. What are electronics? What is this whole concept? And it really starts with a few key concepts. Everything in the universe that carry positive, as in protons, and negative electron particles. Voltage, the force that pushes electrons, is known as voltage. And then the conductor, a substance through which electricity can move freely. Circuit, a complete path that allows electrical current to flow. So there's a circuit on each one of these systems. Each one of the water pumps has a circuit. Each one of the lighting systems has a circuit. Now, if I just connect everything to the battery, what's going to happen? It's just all going to run at the same time, right? Well, that's not going to work from a performance standpoint. We need to have select possibilities. So in order to control the circuits, I've had to do what's called put a breaker on the circuit or open up the circuit. And that's what these foot switches are. So right now, this light is a closed circuit. When I turn it off, it's an open circuit. This is an important concept in electricity, is understanding how circuits flow and how they can blend together, because circuits can be overlapped as well. So through here, I control all these other circuits. What does AC/DC stand for?
Alternating current and direct current.
Excellent. Alternating current and direct current, right? An inverter takes alternating current and makes it a direct current. Very intentionally connected just these main lights directly as an alternating current to the car battery. So as long as there's juice in the battery, I've got lights. These are going through the inverter, and they are direct current lights, the same kind you would plug into a wall. When the battery goes beneath a certain voltage threshold, they don't work. The inverter stops working. If that happens to me on a gig, I've got a problem. So these lights and my water are directly connected to the battery, so I always have a performance. One thing that's worth adding to this, and this is what I was referring to earlier when I said I split the lines from each motor in order to ensure a show. What is our load actually in this setup?
The lights.
Yes. The lights, yeah, exactly. Or the water pumps. So here's the overview. Atoms are the building blocks of everything in the universe, and they contain protons and electrons, which share a push push-pull relationship that sets the stage for all big events, including nuclear power. Here's the deal. Just like all of you walked in and you weren't quite sure what the AquaDrums is, you're not alone. Most of the people I talk with, they really aren't sure what this is, what the possibilities are here, right? So I have to not only sell it, but before I can even sell it, I have to explain it. So that's the logo for the AquaDrums. Because again, design is very impactful. It really has an impression on us. Important for me when I was working with a graphic designer to put together a logo, I felt like the design really had to communicate the energy and spirit of what the AquaDrums is, even though it doesn't look exactly like it. Okay? Guys, that's what got the gig. It wasn't really the fact that I can play drums or my partner's a great songwriter or that we have this fantastic reputation as a performance musical group. It's the AquaDrums. So that's how I've put it together as a leveraging tool as an artist. This is what I do full time. This is my living.